Yep. Yeah, what's going on, family? It's your man B Miles coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. And this morning I actually want to come to y'all with a subject talking about, how Seth Devalle from the Cleveland Browns has been the first white NFL player to take a knee in protest. And when I actually saw that last week, I actually wanted to come to y'all with this video last week, but I had to let things marinate. And when I actually saw, the first white NFL player, to take a knee in the largest protest, over the national anthem, I definitely said I definitely want to give him a lot of props and a lot of credit, for what he did, because, also when I checked out his interview at the end of the game, he was saying that, the reason why I'm doing it, man, it's much more bigger than me. It's much more bigger than me. It's much more bigger than football, because I definitely got to give him a lot of credit, man, because it take a lot of balls, man, to take your knee right alongside with African-American players, who've been protesting these kinds of things for a long period of time. And I definitely want to say, I give him a lot of credit for what he did, because, like I said, he said in the interview at the end of the game, he said, I do understand that, the reason why I did it, because of the injustices of what I'm seeing up in this country, and also what we've seen down in Charlottesville. And he said part of the reason why I did it, because I'm going to be raising children who don't look like me. Because he's married to an African-American woman, and at the same time, that's highly understandable. And, I definitely want to say, a lot of props and a lot of credit to Seth Devalle, for becoming the first white NFL player to take a knee, because now, mind you, there was a couple of white players that showed their solidarity, along with Chris Long, with Malcolm Jenkins, another guy with the Seahawks. And when I saw when Seth Devalle did that, I definitely said, this thing is turning out to be a really big thing, and I found it to be a real good thing. And I really like the fact how his wife said, look, he's not the white savior. He's just doing something. He's just doing something, and he's speaking out against he's speaking out, and he feels as though he's doing something. He feels as though it's the right thing to do, because, as he said, he's going to be raising children who don't look like him. And so by him being married to an African-American woman, he do understand that they don't give a damn whether his child is biracial. He knows at the end of the day, he's raising black biracial children. And when I saw for him to do something like that, it definitely, to me, it was definitely a good look. I like, like the fact how he did it, and at the same time, he did it in the real good fashion, to where, like they said, it was in a silent protest. It was, and he took a knee right along with those brothers. And I really like the fact how he showed the solidarity, because he knows at the end of the day, as his child get older, man, he said, look, man, I'm going to be raising children who don't look like me. And even though, he felt, he said, coming up, I'm white, and I have a lot of privileges and all that a lot of other African-American players still don't have. And so by him raising black biracial children, he knows that no matter how white he is, or how much white that they have in there, no matter how much white he has in his children, he already know by him having a black wife that things are still going to be, there's still going to be a lot of friction. And by him seeing all of these things happening, it really opened up his eyes, because he actually said he had a lot of conversations with his wife dealing with racism, white supremacy, and white privilege. And by that being such an eye-opener to him, he's pretty much, not even just taking a knee for for white people and all that. He's definitely doing it for the African-American community, and also for his wife and his children. Because he's seeing all the injustices and all of the things that's going on, and he felt the need that that he had to speak out against it. It wasn't him disrespecting the flag. He wasn't shitting all over the flag along with those brothers. But it was all about them taking it was about him taking the knee right alongside with those brothers to say, you know what, look. I got a black wife, and I'm raising black biracial children, and I'm going to come together collectively, with you guys. You feel what I mean? And I'm actually going to show my solidarity, because, white supremacy doesn't give a damn who you are. Especially what happened down in Charlottesville, it showed how white supremacists, how they ran over 19 people, and one of one of those white girls wound up getting killed. So so that pretty much hit close to home to him. By by him seeing that how white people can be affected by this thing as well. He look, well, damn, this thing is really crazy. And I feel as though, man, by saying like white solidarity, not necessarily them taking over the movement, I find it to be a great thing because, you know, it's going to help, you know, bring forward, you know what I mean, to those, like I said, good white people that's going to really come forward and they're going to combat racism. And I hope that in the near future, like I said, I mean, it's not about them trying to take over the movement because we started it, you feel me? But I'm definitely going to say like, it's definitely like, it shows that, you know, things are changing. You know what I mean? The tides are changing, and I just hope that, you know what I mean, that he's really sincere, you know, about it. And like I said, I'm really glad that his wife spoke out and said that he's not being the white savior, but he just showing his solidarity because, you know, that right there is really going to go down in history. And we already have seen, like, you know, other white players that have done it, but I'm going to say up on a larger scale for him, for, you know what I mean, for the Cleveland Browns have the largest protests over the national anthem, and alongside to see this white guy, you know what I mean, to come in there with those African American brothers, to me, I find it to be a great thing, you know, in my opinion. So, you know, I had to put together this video about this, man, you know, share my thoughts up on it, shed light up on the subject, man, and I felt the need I had to bring it to y'all. Keep on liking and subscribing to my channel. I always appreciate the love. And this is B Miles coming to you live once again from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. One love once again. Peace.